next guest is an Oscar-nominated, Emmy-winning actress who went from Bond girl to Gone Girl to Golden Globe nominee for her role in the new movie I Care a Lot. It premieres Friday on Netflix. Say hello to Rosamund Pike. Hello, Rosamund. How are you?
Hi, Jimmy. Jimmy, it's good to see you.
Thanks for joining us.
It was nice to see my wife on the show last night.
Yes, she was here. She was here in person. You're in Prague, right?
I'm in Prague, yeah, where I've been since September 2019.
Are you being held hostage in Prague? What kind of a room is that you're in?
I know it's not a sauna, let me reassure you that, otherwise I'd be very inappropriately dressed, which many people seem to think I am in a sauna, fully dressed. It's a kind of bunker. It is a sort of bunker. I mean,
it's a bunker.
We've got a global pandemic going on, so...
How long have you been in Prague?
18 months, I think.
18 months, wow. So your family is there with you?
Yeah, I moved everyone. We all came.
How old are your kids?
Kind of to and fro. I've got an 8-year-old and a 6-year-old.
And are they enjoying Prague?
Yes, they are. You know, it's a city of culture and a city of opportunity, and we've, you know, it's got, you know, we're in Central Europe. It's perfect for road trips, and
I see.
You know, we've done some kind of interesting exploratory adventures in the vicinity.
What's interesting to do around there?
Well, I mean, there's the regular usual suspects like skateboarding and biking and sledging now that it's snow. But last summer, I took them on what I have heard is a very sort of wholesome and traditional Czech activity to do with kids, which is to go river rafting. Oh. And there's a lovely town called Český Krumlov, quite near Prague, and we went, and it's this beautiful stretch of river, and there are rapids and weirs, and I sort of I took my two boys out on this inflatable raft, and it was idyllic, you know, it was idyllic, and I thought it would be water rats and kingfishers and snakes, but what I underestimated was the fact that it's also a very popular Czech pastime for stag do's and hen nights, or hen days.
We call them, bachelorette, bachelor party. Yeah.
Bachelorette, bachelor party, booze cruise, whatever, you know, label you want to put on it. But
did the kids like that?
They loved it, Jimmy, because we were traveling along and we came across a group of scantily clad girls wearing. I sound like a prude. I'm not a prude, as you know from my films. But a group of women in bikinis with a very large inflatable man with a huge erection.
Oh!
Trailing behind them in the boat. So my kids were fascinated. And then this man was being lobbed through the air and sent onto the neighbouring boat, which was full of, I mean, I promise you, I have never seen drunker human beings than I saw on this boat. You know, men who stood up and immediately fell flat on their face. And then one who stumbled over the edge, got completely sort of drenched in mud, and then clambered back into the boat, splattering all the girls with mud. I mean, my kids have never stopped sort of acting drunk ever since. I mean, I think they just thought this is...
they're emulating this now, huh?
They're emulating it, yeah. Great. They just thought this is clearly, you know, what adults do. This is our future. We better start, you know, I mean, they're right. It's very funny. It's very funny.
Your kids did something, and they posted this on Instagram. This is called toothpasting. This is a chart, and your children reviewed various flavors of toothpaste.
They did, because, you know, there comes a point in your life where you have to break the news that it's not all about bubblegum and strawberry flavour anymore, right?
Right.
There's this awful transition that we all have to make from, you know, the sweet world of childhood into the reality of adulthood, which is like menthol and, you know, fluoride, kind of stern sort of dental stuff. So I thought, well, we need to kind of... I was a bit late. I think you're supposed to do it around age 6, and I've already got an 8-year-old. So
these are the reviews that your children gave. Well, I'm just going to highlight some of them. This toothpaste is called Signal. Not spicy, very calm, okay? This one is called... this is Colgate Triple Fresh Accent. Lovely spaghetti minty breath. This is Odol Cool Fresh. We don't have that one out here. It looks pretty, but the taste is horrible. It tastes like toxic farts. The next one is the texture tastes like I'm eating paint. Done. Okay. I'm curious about this one because one of your kids wrote, it tastes like I'm biting off a bull's peanuts. Bubbly. Was peanuts the word?
Peanuts is the same word that the inflatable man has.
Okay, the inflatable man. And finally, Livsane or Livsani, it tastes like I'm eating a pigeon's buttocks.
It's nice, isn't it, that children don't feel, they don't necessarily know what an adjective has to be.
Well,
why can't a toothpaste be stretchy or be like spaghetti? I mean, it's, we hamper them all the time.
You're right, but they were very descriptive, and I think I understand, based on that chart, which one I would not try, for sure.
Which one would you go for? There was one, I think they said, 100% I'm done, I'm using this one, right?
I think they said Colgate was the one, yeah. Colgate was the one. So, you know what, we're familiar with that.
And it's cheap, so, I'm price sensitive, it's perfect for me.
You were nominated for Golden Globe, as I mentioned, for Best Actress in a comedy or musical. This is a comedy, but it's a very dark comedy, and also there's a lot of action in this film. In fact,
there is.
You go over a bridge kind of deal, or ravine, into a body of water, and that didn't look like it was fun, because that did look like it was. Was that you in the water?
That was me in the water. We actually, it was in a car, and the car went over the cliff in Boston, Massachusetts. I also sprang from the water in Boston, Massachusetts, but the water tank stuff was filmed at Pinewood Studios in London.
Oh. Oh, wow.
And I had 2 days filming in a car underwater, where it's all for real, and my character is fighting for her life and trying to escape from a sinking car.
Yeah.
Which is probably everybody's worst nightmare.
Yeah, it's one of them. Yeah.
and also add to that, you've also been drugged and got half a bottle of vodka down you.
Yeah, well, that's no good.
Back on the river, obviously.
Well, it's a good movie. It's called I Care a Lot. It premieres Friday on Netflix. And thank you for being with us. Thanks for staying up so late. And thank your kids for all the great toothpaste reviews for the toothpasting.
Well, yeah. I'm not affiliated with any brand, but I'm available.
All right. Rosamund Pike, everyone. We'll be back with Nav. If you like that video, click subscribe, and we'll be together until one of us dies.